Excuse me.
We want to be delivered.
Would you guys date an OF girl?
We busy, man.
Kiss or slap?
Watch it. Can you, hey, can you get her, please? Hey, bring that out, brother.
Would you guys rather a dollar or kiss my ass?
Hey, can y'all get her? We're not entertaining that. We're not entertaining this. Go ahead, brother.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
We're doing Matthew 24.
Hey, get Matthew 24 as eagles fly. I mean,
Subscribe. Excuse me.
Hey, we want to be delivered.
Would you guys date an OF girl?
We busy, man.
Kiss or slap?
Watch it. Can you, hey, can you get her, please? Hey, bring that out, brother.
Would you guys rather a dollar or kiss my ass?
Hey, can y'all get her? We're not entertaining that. We're not entertaining this. Go ahead, brother.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
We're doing Matthew 24.
Hey, get Matthew 24 as eagles fly. I mean,
Subscribe.
All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright, this video is going to be entitled Half-Naked Women is Another Wile of the Devil, or is one of the wiles of the devil. Okay, and basically it's in reference to this video that's been going around among the brotherhood. Alright, yeah, this little chick rolled up on the GMS Miami camp, you know, with one of these stupid ass social media blogging, vlogging type of interviews, you know, trying to break the brother's concentration. Really, you know, disrespectful as shit. Coming up with her shorts all stuck up in her crotch and her butt cheek showing, asking the brothers provocative questions. You know what I mean? Then that's really just a wild of the devil. All right, that's all that is. And just recently, so in the last few days, you had this happen. Right, you had it happen a couple of times. You had the brothers from the GMS New Jersey camp. You had this half scantily clad chick ran through them brothers camp. Right, I guess she was, I don't know if she was running from somebody else. I think you heard a guy in the background fussing, you know, whatever, maybe in an argument. And this chick ran right into the camp where the brothers was, and they was like, oh nah, you know, get out of here, whatever. So, you know, brothers, just be mindful when you're out there on the highways and hedges, you know, because these women, and this could be just another trick of the enemy, you know, you just never know. These women could run up and act like you tried to touch them or you hurt them or whatever. So, you know, but to both of these camps, you brothers did an excellent job, you know, staying focused and being vigilant. Okay. Now back to this one. This latest one, though, that was kind of, you know, these people do this shit, this social media stuff. They do it for likes, views, in an attempt to do some outlandish feat to get a bunch of viewers. But like I said, you can't tell me that this ain't from the enemy. Whether spiritually, physically, or both, that's definitely, you know, an obvious distraction from the enemy. Okay, and if the girl wasn't set up to do that, then maybe just in the spirit, you know, the spiritual demon Satan. Anyway, I'm not gonna make a long video out of this. I'm just gonna kind of go through a few scriptures. The first scripture I'll bring out is, let's read Matthew, because when we out there on the highways, you got to be ready. And as we get further to the end, or closer to the end, should we say, as we get further along in the ministry and closer to the end, you're gonna start to see more of these women come around, different things going on. Right, the enemy's already tried beef, sending Christians, send maybe enemies, you know, people trying to do things to us or whatever, trying to start up static. Now you got the women coming around, so just be mindful. This is Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Just to see that, sheep in the midst of wolves. What would happen if a sheep went around wolves? It would get torn apart. So the Lord said, I'm sending you into danger. But what did he say you should do? Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. That's his instructions. Be wise as serpents. You got to be cunning. Be quick on your feet, but be harmless. Don't make a mistake, right? Don't screw up. Let's see. Is it Luke 22? And these things can also be used as a sifter, right? Because that inward agitation, this can get on your nerves, man. There's a lot of things that go on in the truth that you don't see. That people, you know, watch our videos, they watch the camp lessons, they see us teaching and whatever. But there's a lot of shit that goes on that you don't see. You know, the toil, the traveling, the weather, right? Whether you feel good, whether you don't feel good, paying for parking, finding parking, you know, the elements. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. Then you got your private life, your personal life, shit rising up against you. You know, it ain't nothing for a brother to go through some major event right before camp on the day of teaching. It's always something going on. But these things serve for, you know, of course they have their purpose, you know, dual purpose, to test you, to test your resolve, but also to get on your damn nerves. This is Luke 22 verse 28. It says, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. You go into that word temptations, it don't always just mean being tempted by something. It can be trials, right? Let's see if I can find it here. Temptations, pyros mas. Let's see what we get. What it says here. It says temptations, an experiment, attempt, trial, proving. See, the Lord is proving you. Trial, proving. The trial made of you by my bodily condition, since conditions served as to test the love of the Galatians towards Paul. Definition 2, the trial of man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, constancy. You see that? So the Lord is going to try every man. Every man's work should be tried of what sort of work it is. And sometimes it can just come as a, you know, irritating. You get that drunk that come around. You get that person that walk by, all of a sudden they get overwhelmed by spirits. They start yelling, pointing. And then sometimes it might just be a pretty ass girl coming up. We done had, you know, being right here near the beach, when they had chicks come up with bikinis on, dance in front of the camera, clap their butt cheeks. It's just spirits. At the end of the day, it's all spiritual. So don't get all, you know, don't get rattled by it. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations, and I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So that's your prize. But before you get that prize, and the Lord says, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. And these different events, you know, the gruel, the grind of being on the highways and hedges, dealing with all kind of different perverse spirits, it could be a vexation. And some men can't take it. You see? So you can get sifted out. But what did the Lord say? But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And that's the whole key. The elect gonna be all right. Yahweh Shai already prayed for us that we be okay. Okay, that we would make it through. Let's read this one. This is 1 Peter 5 and verse 8. Salakia. 1 Peter 5 verse 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant. What's vigilant mean? You got to be watching, you know, you got to be watchful. That's what vigilant means, being watchful. Let's see if we can get it here. Vigilant, keeping careful watch for possible danger or difficulties. Watchful. See, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, and when you go into the word adversary, it is the very definition of the word Satan. Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Right? And our brothers, the prophets, they went through a lot of shit. If we go to James 5, we'll come right back to this. James 5 and 10. And you know, certain people may not take that as suffering. Some snow bunny honeypot coming up to you asking you questions like, would you rather have $1 or kiss my ass? Shit like that, you know, trying to be cute. Some brothers may not think that's suffering, but it's a different kind of suffering. It depends on who you are, right? Imagine that if that was you, and you and your lady ain't kicking it, or you single, you ain't been with a woman for a while, then she roll up. I mean, it can be different things for different brothers. James 5 verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Brothers suffered affliction, then they had to be patient. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. See, so you heard those legendary stories. So you got to look back at the prophets. Now I want to get this last one we read in the NLT. Right, 1 Peter 5:8, it says, stay alert. Watch out for your enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour, and he can come at you in different ways. See, sometimes these so-called white people, they're just send somebody up there just to mess with you. They think that we got a short fuse. We gonna just go off at the least little thing. Get out of my face, bitch, and push her down or something like that. You know what I mean? Call her a name. Go too far. Stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Stand firm against him and be strong in your faith. Remember that it says Christian, but remember that your Israelite brothers and sisters all over the world are going through the same kind of suffering you are. And different sufferings going to hit us at different times in different ways, but we all suffering alike. Right? And let's get Ephesians. Salakia. Is that what we want? Ephesians 6. And that was nothing more than an attack, a spiritual attack from the enemy. And the brothers did an excellent job. Both GMS Miami and GMS New Jersey. Great job, brothers. Stand in the spirit. Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. See that? You got to be strong in the Lord, not weak. And in the power of his might. Don't trust your own might. You will fuck up. But if you stand in the spirit, trust in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. What's the wiles of the devil? What's that mean? When you go into that word wiles, it's the methodia. It's defined as what? Cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. See that? Travesty, which is trickery, wile, lying wait. So the enemy is lying in wait. He's going to try different tricks, different puzzles to mess with your brain. You're playing a video game. Some of the best games you can play is the ones that challenge you. Right? They challenge your mind. They challenge you in skill and strategy. That's what this game is like. The game of, really almost like a Game of Thrones. The game of life and death. Spiritual warfare. See? So it goes on. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Always remember that. This is not flesh and blood. This is spiritual. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So when you see half-naked women rolling up to the camp, someone trying to stick a microphone in your face, trying to interview you, trying to do this, trying to do that, it's a spiritual warfare. Remember that. Everything ain't gonna look the way we think it's gonna look. Okay, if you go back into those different wars, I was watching a documentary the other day on Vietnam. They said that some of the things that the Vietnamese was doing, they would send kids, send kids up to you, like kids in distress, and they said them damn kids would be strapped with bombs. Send pretty women over, they strapped with bombs, and then you be thinking, I can't shoot a kid. He said, well, hell, the kid already got a bomb strapped to him anyway. Either you're going to shoot the child and they blow up, or you're going to hug the kid and y'all going to blow up together. See? And that also can break your resolve when you see stuff like that. And that's just one example. That's one example coming from the Vietnam War. So this is no different. They're going to send, little loose heifers up to the camp doing little shit. You just got to watch out for these people, man. They crazy. Bunch of crazy ass people, right? And you know what? I should have read that in the let's read the NLT for that. This is Ephesians 6:10 from the NLT. A final word. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on all of the Most High's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. Right? A strategy. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, What does Apostle Gabar constantly say? What you don't see is more powerful than what you do see. Right? But against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. That's what you're fighting against. It's flesh. Spirits inhabiting flesh. Whenever you see brothers preaching the word, teaching the word, doing the work of the Lord, what spirit is behind it? The Holy Spirit. Whenever you see anybody trying to interfere with that, distract, or bring any kind of strife or drama, what spirit is that? It could only be one spirit, an evil spirit. See, these people have demons on them. That girl had a demon on her for doing that. And the people behind her, the brothers were like, get her. Because, she had a film crew or whatever. Send some bullshit, man. Don't roll up on us asking us nothing stupid. We don't have time for that shit. So, I was going to read these scriptures right here, but that should serve as a good place to stop. Just be mindful, brothers out there. All right, half-naked women is a wile of the devil. Just another trick from Satan. That's all it is. Stay in the spirit, you keep your life. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.